Hey, welcome to another community update. Excited to be at Nixa High School today. I have with me, who'll be on in the camera in a few minutes, Dr. David Kelly, the high school principal, and we're here to just give you a quick update on what all has been occurring in our district this week for our teachers, and we just want to say welcome back. I think we're almost like in the mode of starting school again, like at the beginning of the school, and you've had your first PD meetings and faculty meetings, but instead of a traditional faculty meeting where you're in a meeting room at the high school or one of the other schools, you've been having virtual PD, and you've had your PLCs this week virtually, and I hope everything's going well. I'll say this, I've learned a lot as someone who's never used Zoom before. I've learned a lot about Zoom myself the last couple of days, and do believe it's a great tool and hope you're enjoying using it. We have had, even though our buildings technically are locked down, we've had a lot of our teachers and staff members in the buildings this week checking out materials and working in the rooms, and just want to remind you, you're more than welcome to come in and check out items and just let your principal know if you have larger items, kind of what you're carrying with you. And I'll remind everyone too, for some of the tech items that you may be carrying home to teach with, you're more than welcome to use them, but we do have for $3 a month, just the tech insurance plan that you can have just in case if something is damaged or broken while you're using it. But just feel free to take the materials that you need as educators to be able to teach our kiddos from home over the next few weeks while we're out. Piggybacking off of that, we are officially closed now and through April the 24th. We're hoping to be back in school before the year is out, but we're making plans just in case if that we'll probably potentially finish school in a virtual and home learning mode. And I believe we're off to a good start. Parents that are out there, you should have been contacted by now by your child's teachers. And then next week, they'll be reaching back out to you and going more into depth about the protocols, procedures, and different things that we'll be using as far as learning at home and learning virtually. And then next week, Wednesday through Friday, your kids will have activities that they can work on that will help them to learn how to navigate the tools that we'll be using for at home and online learning. Parents, I would like to say, I know that we've had the last few days some people laid off for other things. If you have been laid off, we're working to expedite reduced free lunch, the paperwork for you. And we have partners like AT&T, Suddenlink, and other internet providers that for the next 2 months are offering free internet at no charge, no setup fees for our parents that have children on the reduced and free lunch programs. And that's a little different from what they've offered in the past. Often you've probably heard about the $10 programs that they have where you're on the SNAP program, but now it's just totally reduced and free. So we want to make sure everyone knows that that's out there because we want our kiddos to have the tools that they need to be successful. And if you don't have internet and can't find a way to have internet, we'll have paper packets that will be very robust and equal to what we're doing online available for our students. To our parents, one of the reasons we're at the high school today, I know there's lots of questions about the high school and learning and grades and dual credit. We don't have all the answers. There's actually a Department of Education webinar today dealing with secondary credits and transcripts, and we're reaching out to our partners that offer the dual credit because they're college credits and making sure that we give you solid guidance before we give out any information on how the secondary grades will be given. But let me promise you, our goal is to be child-focused and do what's best for our students. And we understand that learning is not going to be, it's going to be different the next few weeks. If I could, I would take the grades that we have up until now and just do our best with what we can without being worried so much about grades for the rest of the year. But we'll have guidance out to you very soon. Now yesterday, today's Thursday, we're making a video. Last night we had some phone calls because there was an article in the Springfield paper about MSU's canceling graduation activities for the university and the public schools. We have been on the phone this morning, had people contacting MSU, and we've been reassured that we have a spot for May the 10th on Mother's Day to have our graduation ceremonies. We also have a backup date with MSU for May the 16th for graduation. So we have 2 dates there, and then we're working on some additional backup dates at other locations that will go even into June. So parents and students that are seniors, please don't worry about, am I going to have a graduation ceremony? Our goal is to make sure that you have a dignified graduation ceremony. And just to give you some insider's information, I mean, this is truly insider's information. but the superintendent has a senior too, so I'm going to make sure that he graduates and I'm able to hand him his diploma. And I want you to have the same experience, because after a child's been in school for 13 years, you want to know as a mom, dad, grandparent, family member that you can see them graduate, and that's our goal too. We've already had to reschedule the high school prom. We may have to reschedule it again, but we're going to have some type of activity that is prom-like for our students that are juniors and seniors before they leave. Even if this goes on into June, we may have in the middle of June a graduation, and we may have a prom the week before, but we want to know that our seniors can leave, and in the future they'll be telling their grandkids about COVID-19 and how they graduated and whenever they graduated, and that we did it right and they were able to have some good memories about their senior year, even though I know this has been a big change as far as what they expected in their senior year. Just to wrap up, I'd like to thank all the people in our community for the support. We've had an outpouring of support. We've had volunteers helping us with their buses and our food service in the mornings when we're packing food for our families. We're having right now over roughly 1,000 meals, 500 breakfasts, 500 lunches prepared every day. We've got dedicated employees that are working hard to take care of our medical workers, children. We have 108 people on roll right now that are students or medical care workers' children that are being served by our staff members to make sure that our medical community can still go to work every day without having to worry about how their kiddos are being taken care of. And then we're trying to partner with our chamber and our Show Me Christian County groups to make sure that if someone has been laid off or unemployed, we've got resources that we can provide to help them. And encourage you, with the meals that we have, there's no charge for the meals that we're serving that we are transporting out into community. So if you have children, there's no charge, and it's not just for us, but it's our kids that are in school, but it's for the little ones that are not in school, it's for the adults too. We can serve anyone with the grant that we have on the meals, so please sign up for the meals that we're providing. And teachers, I know it's going to be Friday when you get this video, and employees, but just enjoy your weekend and rest up. And next week will be literally like the first week of school with children again, trying to get everyone onboarded and ready for our new type of learning. And just thank you for all the time you dedicated this week to making sure that we're going to be ready for next week, onboarding our kiddos so we can have some great online and home-based learning on April the 6th.
I would just like to say hi to our community, to our teachers, to our students, and to our families. And I want everybody to know here at Nixa High School we are making plans to go online, and those plans have been in full force as the week has progressed and will continue next week. I do want to let our students know, guys, we miss you, and we're hoping that we will be able to see you before the year is out. And we're hoping that when you guys come back, we'll be able to have a celebration with all of you once we all return to school, because coming to school every day and pulling into an empty parking lot and not having anybody else here is a strange feeling. And we know, especially our seniors, that you guys have missed out on a lot this year, and we're very sorry for that. And we want to still make it a special moment for you, especially graduation. And as Dr. Loden alluded to, for you seniors, we are still planning on having a graduation on May 10th at JQH. We are also working on contingency plans so that if that date doesn't work out, there are other dates out there. Prom has been moved to Friday, May 1st. It is still going to be at the White River Conference Room at Bass Pro, and we're still going to hold that event from 9 to midnight. And again, with that event, we have some contingency plans in place for that if May 1st doesn't work out. So our plan right now is to have those events on those dates, but I want everybody to be rest assured that there are contingency plans in place to have both of those events. And again, seniors, we know you've been hit hard. The senior week activities might not look like they have been in the past, but we are working out some plans so that we have some things to do with you guys as well to still make sure this is a special moment for you. And just know our hearts are going out to you. And if there's anything you need, your counselors are an email away, and you can reach out to them, your administrators and your teachers as well. We encourage you to contact us. We want to kind of hear about what's going on in your lives right now, and if there's any way we can help, just please let us know. To the rest of the students, we do look forward to moving online. You should have received a survey this week about your internet access at home. If you did not get a chance to fill out that survey, it came in your email from your STAR teacher, and we ask that you take a moment to get that filled out. We are also encouraging parents, if you do not have internet access, to contact the high school and speak with Diana Hartzell or Gail Broussard, or you can also talk to me, and I'll be glad to take those phone calls as well. But we want to make sure our students who don't have internet access are set up for success over the next couple of months as well. So as we move through these next few weeks, we are looking forward to the online learning experience. There's going to be a newsletter that goes out to all students and all parents explaining what that format is going to look like, and we will get that up and going by the end of this week. So parents, you will have information about that by the end of the week. Next week on April 1st, our teachers all have some orientation style plans made for you, and those orientation style plans are going to go out to students. And so students, you can begin seeing the tools and navigating the websites and the different information that your teachers are going to send to you in a non-threatening way. There is no grades attached to those orientation style assignments. They are truly just an opportunity for you to get on the internet and kind of get a feel for what your school is going to look like up until April 24th. Following that, on April 6th, we'll go full force with the online learning, and students, you can expect to spend between 3 and 4 hours a day on your schoolwork, and that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're asking that you guys work towards. So 3 to 4 hours a day is kind of the expectation. That would be about 30 minutes per class is the time frame that we're looking at. And we just ask that as you continue through, as questions arise, please do not hesitate to contact your teachers, your counselors, or your administration. And so I'm looking forward to this opportunity in a way, because it does allow us as a high school an opportunity to really innovate and really change the way that we do business. And I think there will be some moments that are created in the next 4 weeks that we'll look back in the future and we will be able to say, you know, where that came from, and we'll say it was when we were all shut down due to the coronavirus. And so I think we're doing our best here to provide you with quality education, and you can just be rest assured that that education is going to continue, and it's going to be in an environment that is conducive to students. I've strongly encouraged all of our teachers that everything we do for now is going to be students first, with you guys in mind. So again, we are looking forward to being back in session at some point in the future, because we do miss you guys and we want you back in our building. But in the meantime, enjoy the online learning. If there's anything that we can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.